First of all, I would like to thank respected people concerned for considering my application and allowing me to present this introduction video. So I would like to start with my personal details. My name is Jerry John. I was born on 8th November 1989. I'm 26 years old. My religious belief is Roman Catholic. Nationality is India. My education and professional background. In 2012 August, I enrolled for a master's degree program in business management in Assumption University Bangkok. My major was in marketing and my total GPA is 3.32. My thesis research study was about the influence of relationship marketing on customer loyalty among banking customers. I did my bachelor's degree in commerce from Jayanti College in India and graduated with 56% in the year 2011. Now, Jayanti College is affiliated to Bangalore University in India, which is one of the most recognized universities in India. And while preparing for my bachelor's degree, I also prepared I successfully completed my foundation course in chartered accountancy in the year 2010. For my high school, I did my high school in Lever India Public School in Kerala. I attended my senior school leaving examination in the year 2007 and secured a total of 72% of marks. My focus was on commerce and economics. My work experience. During my second year of MBA, I was selected from Assumption University to intern for EP Group of Companies in order to gain professional experience. EP Group of Companies has two subsidiary companies operating in Thailand. First one is Perfecto Foods Company Limited. The second one is Royal Concord Company Limited. I started working at Perfecto Foods Company Limited in Bangkok, Thailand from 2014 April until May 30th, 2016. Perfecto Foods Company Limited operates in food and beverage industries and supplies a variety of food and beverage items to customers like Starbucks, True Coffee, or several luxury hotels like Marriott, Starwood, Accor Hotels, Dusit Hotels, and so on. Moving on to purpose, why you want to study this program and why in Thailand? First, I would like to answer why you want to study this program. For me, curiosity to learn about supply chain is one big motivation for enrolling for this program. I am fascinated by ideas of drone operated deliveries, and how technological advancements such as Internet of Things will shape the industry, or how 3D printing will enable manufacturers to print various parts and sometimes the whole product itself, as displayed by Airbus with their first 3D printed aircraft, which was displayed at the International Aerospace Exhibition held in Berlin this year. So it is interesting to know how these advancements will impact the traditional procurement activities in the industry. And I also believe it is right to say that supply chain management is one of the most dynamic and exciting fields of study, especially at this particular period of time. Why it must be in Thailand? My introduction to supply chain literature mostly came during my MBA thesis research literature review, where I initially wanted to study how a good business relationship with suppliers will help vendors to increase sales volume by using various marketing tools and techniques while competing in large cluster markets. So I wanted to study this relationship, particularly in Chandrachud weekend market, primarily because of the sheer size and volume of trade happening in this weekend every week. But I did not proceed with the study then because of the language barrier I would face while I have to collect more information from the market, from the vendors and the suppliers. So to answer the question why Thailand, I am very much interested to proceed with the study in this respect, and I believe this will be tremendous asset for me in the future, especially from the supply chain perspective rather than the marketing perspective, since this will give me more insight into the sourcing and procurement activities in one of the biggest open markets in the world. Now I should mention that I did a Thai language training course from January 2016 until May 2016. So my proficiency in Thai language is a lot better now. I also successfully taught myself to read Thai language, which to me is a tremendous achievement personally. How this program will help you in future. So there was this international survey which was published at the beginning of this year. One of the main findings of the survey was that 4 out of 10 millennials expect to lose their jobs to robots in the next decade. So I believe it is essential to anticipate and prepare for the future and shape an individual's abilities and skills to meet future requirements of any industry, including supply chain. And I believe that master's degree in supply chain from Assumption University will give me sufficient knowledge base about the industry and thereby my chances of achieving job satisfaction and job security in the future. Okay. Who will financially support your studies? My father, Mr. John P. Thomas, will financially support me for the master's degree program. He retired in 2013 as a senior manager of one of the major Indian commercial banks in the private sector called Federal Bank. Also in Thailand, I have my father's younger sister living with the family for the past few years. Now she will continue to be my local guardian in Thailand. Presently, she serves as the Regional Chief of Human Resource at United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. Her office is in Prahatip Road and she resides in Sukhumvit area. What is about your family? So as mentioned before, my father retired as senior manager of a prominent commercial bank in India. Presently, he takes care of our family estate, which grows crops like nutmeg, pepper, rubber, cocoa, fruits like mangosteen, vegetables and so on. My mother passed away in 2014 at the age of 50 years. I have an elder sister, she's married, and she has two children. Along with her husband, she looks after a small business firm which supplies bottled mineral water under SAP Miller brands in our state. I'm not married, and my father and siblings are not planning to come to Thailand with me. Regarding my intention to work in Thailand, as previously mentioned, I was selected from Assumption University for an internship program with EP Group of Companies, which is based in Bangkok, Thailand. I interned with them for 2 years. So during my course of study in supply chain at Assumption University, I will definitely intend to do internships, if possible, with companies in supply chain and logistics industry. But I am aware it is not very easy for me to get a work permit in Thailand after my studies. So even though I will be applying for jobs in Thailand, I'm not very optimistic about the chances of staying back in Thailand after my studies for work-related purpose. My plan after earning the master's degree. I am planning to apply for job openings in supply chain and logistics sector in India while doing my thesis research study. The other option for me is to continue the academic side of the industry. This is the reason I believe that doing my education in supply chain in the Asia-Pacific region will all the more be valuable for me because of the chance to learn from a different perspective, different geographical, economical and political scenario, as well as a chance to study the implications of free trade agreements and cooperation in the region between the ASEAN countries under the ASEAN agreement. So combined with this and the thesis research based on the procurement activities of one of the world's largest auto markets, which will sure be a tremendous asset for me in the future. How do you see yourself in the next 5 years? As mentioned before, I will look for a career in supply chain and logistics, either in the industry side of it or the academic side of it. Thank you.